All right, gang, here we are with week 2, lecture 2, a deeper discussion around promotion, specifically the promotional mix. So your objective here is to be able to recall the 4 components of the promotional mix and understand how different tactics fit into these different categories. So there's a lot of slides in this lecture. I'm not lecturing on all of them, but I'm providing you pictures that provide you examples of a lot of the different promotional mix tactics. So let's go back to the 4 components of the promotional mix. As stated back in the prior week, the promotional mix items, which are different from the marketing mix is product, price, place, promotion. The promotional mix are what you see here on this slide: advertising, public relations, personal sales, and sales promotion. I know I sound like a broken record. I just want to make sure you understand the difference because you are going to be assessed on this. So this is the promotional mix. The 4 categories, again: advertising, PR, personal sales, and sales promotion. Personal sales, the slide you're seeing here: direct spoken communication between the buyer and the seller. So salespeople, cosmetics, clothing, cars, houses. When the product is expensive or has a lot of risk, there's going to be personal sales involved. Now, the next round of slides, slides 5 through 8, I'm just going to page through, but you can look at some examples there. Public relations, more commonly known as PR. So public relations is you as a business getting free media coverage for your business. So PR is a broad category. It can include media relations and investor relations. And public relations is its own separate courses that you can take. It's part of marketing, but it's usually taught through a communications department or through a communications major or even a journalism major. So depending upon what school you go to for your upper division, public relations may or may not be taught directly in your marketing course. Public relations is more common in the nonprofit sector because they're engineered more to get media coverage. When I worked at Jack in the Box, we would send out press releases all the time about, hey, here's our new sandwich, our new product. And we rarely got any media coverage, any public relations on it, because it wasn't something the media really wanted to cover. But if a nonprofit organization like Meals on Wheels or the American Red Cross is sending volunteers out to a hurricane-ravaged country, that's probably going to get picked up in the news because it's newsworthy. It has a good media hook. It has a human interest story. So we'll get into this later in the course when I expand on public relations, but public relations are for companies that have activities or a business model that the media wants to cover. So that tends to be nonprofits, but we'll also look at some other examples of companies that are doing a good job of getting PR exposure. The great thing about PR is it's free media coverage of your business, whether it's in print or in broadcast. So it can be a real boon to your business, and if you don't have a lot of money to market and advertise, you might have to pursue a PR strategy. Slides 10 through 16, examples of public relations. Special events are often used to generate publicity for a company. Many companies have nonprofit divisions of their company with the goal of getting PR exposure for their business. Advertising. Advertising is a paid commercial message with a named sponsor. There's an old saying in marketing that advertising you pay for, PR you pray for. PR is free. You don't have to pay for it, so that's an advantage. With PR, you don't have a lot of control, however. The media can or cannot come out and cover you. It's up to them if they want to cover your business or if they even come out and cover you favorably. Whereas with advertising, you have a lot of control. You're paying to put your campaign in a specific media platform, and you're guaranteed to get that exposure, and you're guaranteed to have your specific message that you want to have go out exactly as you want to go out be distributed. Paid commercial message with a named sponsor. That's advertising. There's a whole raft of slides that follow this with several examples. Slides 18 to 35, you can just skim through and view these different slides. Now, I will mention here on slide 18, here's some of the different types of advertising. We call it traditional and also digital. Big move towards digital, and in 2017, it was the first year that digital advertising, more was spent in digital advertising than in TV. TV was always the largest advertising expense by marketers, but in 2017, last year, digital took over. I'm going to skip through the rest of the series of slides until we get to slide 36, if you want to forward accordingly. It's my magical shirt change to see if you're paying attention on the slides. This slide has a few embedded videos, funny videos for you to watch. These are back from when I used to work at Jack in the Box, and you can see some examples of commercials, promotion, where they're featuring the company, not necessarily specific products. So this is sales promotion efforts, which are part of the promotional mix. To view these videos, if you're in the YouTube version of these slides, you will need to stop here and go back to the week 2 resource page in Canvas, and underneath the week 2 lecture 2 links on the resource page, you'll see there's some links to these YouTube videos there, and you can click on those links to run these videos. Because this is a lecture video, the videos within that video won't open directly in YouTube. You have to exit out. The other option is you could look at the PowerPoint version of this lecture on the week 2 resource page. So take a minute and look at these videos. Out of home is outdoor advertising. So that's bus shelters, taxi toppers, outdoor boards, cinema advertising, all in this broad category of what we call out of home advertising. And our fourth element of the promotional mix is sales promotion. Don't confuse sales promotion with promotion. Promotion is the umbrella category, and then under promotion we have advertising, PR, personal sales, and sales promotion. So what is sales promotion? Sales promotion are short-term tactics to increase sales or stimulate trial. So this includes things like coupons and discounts and sweepstakes and special events. Here's Red Bull with their flu tag competition. I was talking about them earlier. Sampling. What better way to sell food than to just have people taste it, which is a much more powerful sensory experience than looking at pictures and copy. So here's an expanded list of some of the different types of sales promotion. The last two down there, sampling and cross promotions, I'm going to have some separate slides for those two, so I'll let you know what slides those come up on. So you can actually forward through to the next slide, slide 40. Watch this commercial. I like showing Jack in the Box commercials because this is the company I work for and the commercials I used to work on. So watch this commercial and try to ask yourself what type of sales promotion on the previous slide, slide 39, is this? I'll take a minute and let you watch the commercial. Okay, let's assume you watched the commercial. Now they would run this commercial at the beginning of the year in January. Why? Because in January sales would be down for fast food. Why would sales go down? Well, after the holidays, people pigged out on holiday food, they gain weight, and it's a new year and people have their New Year's resolutions. They want to lose weight. So fast food always takes a decline in sales at the beginning of the year. So it wouldn't make sense for us as a marketer to be rolling out a new product at that time. It's not going to do well. So instead, we would do a sales promotion campaign for that month. And this is a classic example of a contest or a sweepstake, which was one of your choices. So here people can enter to win. If you come and buy anything at Jack in the Box, you're entered to win, and you can win some of this great stuff at Jack in the Box. This was actually shot right in our corporate office. Here's some examples of sales promotion campaigns. You can disregard this video, so you don't need to watch this. Cross promotions. So cross promotions, we're now on slide 52. So this is one of the subsets of sales promotion. Cross promotions are basically, if you think of the concept of you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. You help me and I'll help you. That's what a cross promotion is. It's two businesses getting together to help promote each other. Now, those two businesses need to have the same general target audience. If your target audience is men 50 plus, and you're trying to work with a retailer in the same shopping center as you, and their target audience is teenage girls 18 and under, you don't have the same target audience. You can't really play ball because you're not going after the same type of target audience. Secondly, you need to make sure that the retailer or other businesses that you might want to work with, that you're not direct competitors of each other. If your hometown buffet chain, and there's a Soup Plantation Restaurants, another buffet chain in the shopping center across from you, wow, you have the same general target audience, but you're direct competitors. You don't want to promote each other. You want to crush the competitor, right? So that's not somebody you would select as a cross-promotional partner. So across promotion, you have it's basically equitable on both sides, and usually there's no money being spent. So a quick example, when I was a marketing intern right out of college, not much older than you guys are now, I was working for Soup Plantation Restaurants, and the marketing director at the time said, I need you to put together a cross promotion. We don't have any money, but we want to get on broadcast. We want to see if we can get on radio. What can you do for us? So I said, sure, I'll put something together, and I didn't even know what a cross promotion was, so I had to go look it up. And this is pre-internet, so I'm dating myself a little bit here. So at the time, we had Family Fitness, which was a fitness chain, and they were running a ton of radio. They'd opened a bunch of locations in San Diego. And so I called them and I said, hey, we are a health food buffet restaurant. Soup Plantation used to have a healthier menu back then. We kind of have the same target audience. You're going after people who want to be fit, and we're going after people who want to eat healthy. We're not direct competitors. Would you like to do a cross promotion with us? And they said, what do you have in mind? I said, well, how about if we put your membership brochures in all of our San Diego restaurants. We'll put them at the end of our salad bars in a little plastic lucite display. And as people are coming down, they'll be able to get some kind of, and you have some kind of discounted offer, whatever offer you're running that month for people to sign up. We have lots of traffic in our restaurants of your target audience, and they'll pick up those brochures. Sound good? Family Fitness said, yes, we're interested. That's great. What do you want from us? Well, what we'd like is if you could take your existing radio commercials that you've already recorded and that you're already running in the market, and at the end of those commercials, it's very standard for advertisers to have what's called a tag. That's a 5-second seconds worth of the commercial at the very end of the commercial where you can drop in a local market mention. And it doesn't cost the advertiser anything. The radio stations do it for the advertisers as part of a service of them advertising with them. So I said, I want you to tag the end of your San Diego radio commercials with a message that says, look for our sign-up brochures at a local Soup Plantation restaurant. So Family Fitness got their brochures into a bunch of locations where their target audience was, and Soup Plantation restaurants got broadcast mentioning of their restaurants at no cost to them. That's a cross promotion. But don't confuse cross promotions with sponsorships. Sponsorships, like if you heard Visa, proud sponsor of the 2020 Olympics. Wow, is that a sponsorship? Here's two companies working together. No, it's not. A sponsorship is where one of the two partners is paying for access, paying for affiliation with the other company. So in this case, Visa is paying to be affiliated with the Olympics. And they're probably a sponsor, maybe even the title sponsor, and they paid millions of dollars. And that gets them signage at all the different Olympic events. And it gets them, their signs are all over the Olympic events. And when they're recording those events for TV coverage, Visa's probably going to get some exposure, right? So you see this with like Petco Park. I used to work for Petco. I was there when we bought that title sponsorship for Petco Park, the new ballpark in San Diego. Cost us millions of dollars, and it gutted our marketing budget, but they wanted to be the sponsor and get the media exposure for their chain. The other part was that the CEO's son was a minor league baseball player, and he loved baseball. So with sponsorship, it's not a cross promotion because it's not equitable. One person's receiving money, the other person is paying to be a partner with that other company. So the sponsor receives access to that event's target audience, and it's not a cross promotion. Okay, so that's your promotional mix. And this slide, 55 top lines, the homework that you have for this week. Thanks for listening. That was a lot of information. Any questions, send me an email. Thank you.